And welcome to Current High Network's exclusive coverage of high school girls soccer alongside my broadcast partner, Lance Grimes. And on the ops, Kevin Willie, I'm Rick Hudgens. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Lance, we have a great one. A Southwest Yosemite League competitive matchup featuring the visiting Stockdale Mustangs, who've been playing extremely well, and Centennial. The Centennial Lady Hawks have really been picking it up, coming off a huge overtime tie at Liberty on Tuesday.
Yeah, it should be a great matchup. Both of these teams have an even record head-to-head, and both of them have been playing quite well here as of late.
And if you want to take a look at some of the important players for Stockdale, number 16, Mariah Macias, a sophomore striker. She will definitely be an offensive threat, coming off a game against Garces where she had 3 points, including a goal and an assist. And Centennial, clad in their home red with Vegas gold lettering, and Stockdale in their road whites with black trim. Stockdale working left to right. Head coach for the Mustangs in his first campaign, Lauren Howlett. Stockdale's record 10-4-4, 2-2-1 in the SWYL. And for Centennial, head coach Tom Farrelly, his first year at Centennial after spending 15 with the Highland Lady Scots. 3-8-4 record overall, but 2-1-2 in the SWYL, and is really coming together as a team. Here's Stockdale. And the Mustangs working it through midfield. Try to make the pass up the right flank. That's intercepted by Centennial. Stockdale gets it back. That is Obenshine. Stockdale controls in midfield. This is Kristen Ramirez, a sophomore, number 7. And now they'll try to work the left flank. And stolen away. Good defensive play there by the Lady Hawks. Out to the right. And that'll be a throw-in for the Mustangs. Stockdale coming off a 3-0 victory over Bakersfield High School, scoring all 3 goals in the second half. In that match, Centennial at Liberty on Tuesday night, each team scored a goal in each half, and then no one could score in the overtime period. Good attempt there, but offside against the Mustangs. What can we expect to see in the Mustangs play tonight, Lance?
Yeah, I know Coach Howlett, he's wanting to focus on possession and consistent defending. And he said a little bit of struggle to start the season, but they've been coming on a little bit more, and they're trying to eliminate some of the mistakes. Mm-hmm. Obviously, he's a new coach here, so he's trying to learn the girls. And I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I definitely I'm excited about this one. When we were given this game, I was extremely excited, especially how competitive the SWYL is this year. Liberty's still sitting on top with 1 draw and 4 wins, but everyone's in striking distance right now. And if you don't show up with your A game in this league, you're not going to come out with a victory. Cross into the box, headed away by Centennial. Long shot, and that one is well wide. Shot taken by Mia LeClaire, number 4. Julianne Alexander, the goalkeeper for Centennial. A 1.639 goals against average. She's made 69 saves on the year and averaging 4.9 saves per game. Made 7 saves in the meeting against Stockdale a few weeks ago, in which Centennial won 1-0. And now the throw-in for the Golden Hawks. Avery Collins back to the D in the middle. That back four of Sasser, Gwendolyn Sasser, number 4, number 12, Hannah McLean, number 11, Juliana Olenek, and number 13, Sophia Rodriguez. Centennial changing their formation tonight. Typically a 3-5-2 formation, going at 4-5-1 due to some injuries. Here's Stockdale, number 22, Danielle Medellin. She's a freshman. It's it to the middle. Looks promising for Stockdale. Trying to get numbers in the box, and the cross harmlessly goes wide of the goal and into the hands of Alexander. Goal kick for Alexander. Good battle. Stockdale controls, left wing. Free ball. And now Centennial spray it out to the right. Attempted pass up the right flank. Tracked down by the Mustangs. And now their goalkeeper, Maddie Harris, the freshman, number 0. Give it up to her right back. In the middle. Stockdale trying to build. Centennial trying to get back on defense out to the left flank. This is onside. And a mistouch there into the hands of Alexander. So no shots on goal thus far. We're in the 31st minute at Centennial High School. Rick Hudgens, Lance Grimes, Kevin Willey for the Southwest Yosemite League matchup. And played back to Harris. And she kicks it out of play. So throw in for the Golden Hawks. Here's number 4, Sasser. Tight spaces. Play it through the middle. Headed in midfield. Here comes Centennial now. At least momentarily. And now it'll be a throw in for Stockdale. For Centennial again. Your thoughts so far, Lance, on Centennial's game plan here?
Yeah, so far they're not able to put too much together. I mean, so what we've seen so far is that Stockdale has the ones that have been kept up with the pressure. They've been pretty consistently with 3 up top, obviously with Macias trying to work back and forth there in the middle. So we'll see now that the teams have settled down a little bit, that they can figure out their spacing and start moving around and start stringing along more passes.
And it'll be the first corner of the match to Centennial. Here's the senior, Gwendolyn Sasser. Into the box and getting a foot on it, but it'll be a goal kick. Nope. It'll be a correction. That went off a Stockdale player, so it'll be another corner for Centennial. Beautiful ball knocked away by Harris, and now Stockdale will try to clear, not out of danger yet, and now off a Golden Hawks player, and Stockdale with the throw. So 2 good chances off the corner, but nice goalkeeping that time by Maddie Harris to come out and punch it.
Yeah, she really did a good job making herself big and able to get that hand up.
Up ahead, foot race. And good defending there by Centennial, but Stockdale's got it back. Here's Medellin. And that one took a deflection off I believe it was a Stockdale player, and into the hands of Alexander. So goal kick. Stockdale with it, keeping possession. Here's number 16, Mariah Macias. She's dangerous.
You could see right there, she's pretty strong on the ball. Obviously, she has a size advantage out here, and she uses it to her, to her advantage.
A sophomore, but yeah, as you mentioned, very strong, good size, good height. And another goal kick for Centennial. So except for the two corner opportunities, Lance, most of the traffic has been in on Juliana Alexander's goal. Stockdale has maintained possession quite well.
Yeah, it looks like Centennial is able to drop back with their back line, but it looks like they're not filling in the spaces in the middle. And so Stockdale's able to get these little deflections, misplayed balls. They're coming back up in the middle, and they're able to sweep those up and maintain possession, which is going to increase the pressure, especially there on the back third. So Centennial needs to get a little bit more active and stuck in there in the middle.
Throw in for Centennial. Headed. And then kicked out of bounds by 22, Collins. Avery Collins, a junior captain, along with Gianna Valenti, both juniors. Juliana Olenek is a junior on the back line. And then Alexander's a junior in goal. So 4 huge players for Centennial to build that nucleus for head coach Tom Farrelly going forward. And now Stockdale. Play it back. Dangerous pass. Especially with Avery Collins waiting right there.
Yeah, Avery being the leading scorer for Centennial, she's trying to work there at the top, but she just really hasn't had a chance to do anything yet with Centennial losing possession all the time.
And that one will be cleared out of play. So throw in Stockdale. We're in the 26th minute. Scoreless here. And a foul committed by Stockdale, so free kick for Centennial. Just outside the 18. Centennial will play it back. And harmlessly, ball goes to Maddie Harris, who will give it right back to her defense. So free kick now for Stockdale in the Centennial half. Away. Picking it up is Ramirez. And she will drop it back to Lene Chavez. And now Mavi Mazo one of the captains, number 2 for Stockdale in that back line. Here comes Centennial now trying to break through. And harmlessly to Maddie Harris. But a little better from Centennial that time.
Yeah, that was Olvera up there at top. Just had a little heavy touch there, but that was a nice. She made a nice run coming diagonal across the middle and got matched up one-on-one.
Comes Medellin. Danielle Medellin, just a freshman. Number 22. Holds on to the ball. It's it to the middle now. Here comes Obenshine. And stolen away. Centennial back the other way. Up to the right. Trying to get it to Collins. Collins tracks it down and crosses it out of play. So goal kick for Stockdale. Maddie Harris, just a freshman, but very high on head coach Lauren Hallett's list. Says that she has been consistently starring for this team, playing huge matches as a freshman. And now goal kick. Cheveria trying to control. Good defending there by number 7, Gianna Valenti. An easy ball for Harris to handle. Centennial trying to work it back. Now over the top. Trying to get it to Collins. Collins got a foot on that one, but Stockdale comes away with it. Now Medellin. Trolling. Back to Medellin in a very tight space with 2 defenders. Dangerous pass. Here's Avery Collins now, but no help.
Yeah, Rick, if you notice, I mean, you can see why Stockdale's keeping up the pressure. They're just a little bit quicker to the ball, if you notice every time.
Mm-hmm.
And when Centennial player gets the ball, you always have 2 Stockdale players coming in to apply that pressure. So a little bit quicker. Right now they look a little more hungry.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Stockdale much quicker to the ball. Right now winning a lot of those 50-50s. Over the top. And played out of bounds. So throw in for Centennial in their offensive half. Here's Sasser. The middle headed down. Who's trying to control that? Oh, and a good defensive play to get that away. The Golden Hawk player was right there, but not able to get to it quickly enough. Trying to play that one over the top, and that one knocked down by Centennial. Here's Collins now. Loses it. In the middle. Obenshine. Now to the left flank. That's LeClaire, Mia LeClaire, one of the huge offensive threats, coming off a 4-point performance against Bakersfield in which she scored 2 goals. She wears number 4, the senior captain. And Stockdale will make some substitutions. Throw in for the Mustangs on the far sideline. And last touched by the Mustangs. So, goal kick for Alexander. Still scoreless. We're into the 19th minute here at Centennial High School. Centennial Golden Hawks hosting the Stockdale Mustangs. Mustangs looking for a little revenge after losing 1-0 at home in the other matchup a few weeks ago. Throw in for the Mustangs, and that goes out of play. Boy, both goalkeepers have sure been busy, especially Alexander.
That's never a good sign, Rick.
Not really getting any shots on, but a lot of goal kicks. Come Stockdale, see what they can do. That's number 8, Danielle Menchaca. Now 24, Liberty Gonzalez. Good job up ahead, trying to hit Sasser. And it will be, it'll either be a free kick or a throw in here. It'll be, I don't know if she called the foul. Yes, it will be a free kick. Nope, it'll be a throw in. Throw in by Sasser. Nice attempted cross, knocked down by Stockdale. Now coming away with it is Valenti in the middle. Could you find somebody? Nice little run made there by Centennials. I believe that's Jordan Fitzgerald. So it'll be a throw in for the Hawks. Cleared out of play by the Hawks, so it'll be the Mustangs' ball. Throw in far sideline. Trying to push it up the left flank. The Mustangs stolen away. Centennial can't there first. Mustangs player. Now back, Centennial. Looking for a little room. And played back to Sasser. And the flag's up for an offside. And Lance, it was up for a long time, and the players just kept playing.
Yeah, I don't think the center ref had a chance to turn around and look over there. Somebody finally got his attention.
So, goal kick, Maddie Harris, still scoreless first half. The middle, Menchaca. Trying to play it over the top. Alexander aggressively out to pick it up. No harm.
So Stockdale has dropped back Macias from the top striker area back to kind of a holding mid. So maybe they're looking for her to bring a little bit more order back there and allow her to move the ball up and up to the others that are playing up top now.
Mm-hmm. And just out of reach of number 24, Liberty Gonzalez. So throw in for Stockdale. 14, Sophia Sheeler, the sophomore. And some changes coming. Centennial, of course, without freshman standout number 3, Annalisa Alexander, is out with an injury. Throwing for the Hawks. And now back to number 11, Juliana Olenek will play it back to her goalkeeper. And then she will kick it out of bounds. Throw in Stockdale, far side. Into the 13th minute here of the first half. Still waiting on a shot on goal.
Yeah, so far it's been a little slim pickings out here.
2 corners in the match, both to Centennial. Stockdale's had possession most of the time, but Centennial working way back in it. Long shot to Alexander. Hopeful from that distance. Into the middle. Centennial try and control. Here's 22, Collins. She'll give it up. Back to Avery Collins. Sasser. Trying to get it back to Collins. Stockdale comes away with it. Medellin. Trying to race away with it, Macias. Good defending by Centennial, but a throw in to the Mustangs. And out of play. Centennial throw in. So head coach Tom Farrelly, Lance, tries to keep the ball on that outside of the field until they get into the final defensive third of Stockdale. Is that, you see that plan coming to fruition right now, trying to keep the ball on the outside?
Looks like they're not moving it up the outside far enough up the field. It looks like to me that they're coming up a little bit, but it seems to me that they're trying to get the ball to Avery Collins when she's not necessarily in the back third. So I don't know if that's because of the pressure coming on from Stockdale or if Centennial is trying maybe a different look. But right now Stockdale is putting a lot of pressure on them. And that'll be a free kick for the Mustangs on the foul by Centennial. I'm keeping my eye over here on Macias, and it's LeClaire. They've been kind of playing off of each other, switching back in the middle, one up top, one dropping back. So, and they've been working pretty good off of each other, so we'll see what comes out of that.
Yeah, both LeClaire and Macias, 2 of the major offensive threats for head coach Lauren Howlett. And dangerous ball there. If a Centennial player gets a foot on that, she might be able to chip that over the head of Maddie Harris.
It's like that ball died going back to the keeper.
Headed out of play. Throw in Stockdale. Stockdale has scored 9 goals in the last 3 matches. And as you mentioned, Lauren Howlett really believes this team is coming together. Played a fairly tough preseason. Long shot into the arms of Alexander, but that one was finally on goal. So finally a shot on goal in the 9th minute of the first half. And it came off the boot of Kristen Ramirez, number 7. Centennial trying to work it up. And one of the things that head coach Tom Farrelly wants out of his team is He believes that his team needs to be better anticipating on both offense and defensive transitions. Would you agree with that, Lance, from what we've seen so far?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're...
And nearly lost the handle on that was Harris. Looked like she had it, lost it, but no Centennial player close enough to try to get a foot on it. Into midfield. Physical battle. Here's LeClaire. Into the middle.
Yeah, they sub Macias out right now, and Shepard came in for Macias, so Shepard's up there playing the left side.
Number 15, Kylie Shepard, senior. Plays it back. Here's Medellin. Getting the ball first. Ball into the middle. But a bad touch there, and Centennial off the other way. Up the left wing. Can she get there? No, it is out of play. Intended for Collins, and she had a great deal of real estate with which to work if she was able to get to that.
Both teams, back-to-back, had opportunities to counter there. You had the give and go up here with Medellin, with Menchaca, but it was a misplayed ball, and then you had Avery running up the side all alone, one-on-one, and the ball's played out of bounds. So just need to, be a little sharper, anticipate a little bit better with the passes.
And one of the, concerns that head coach Tom Ferrelli had is the fact that his girls played a tough overtime match at Liberty, physical match. So you wonder how much fatigue will play a factor, if you'll be forced to play more players. Stockdale coming off that 3-0 win over Bakersfield. Alexander stolen away by Stockdale, and that'll be a foul against Stockdale on Mia LeClaire, so a free kick for Centennial. That should be a Centennial throw-in. Stolen away. To the middle, mistouch. Stockdale trying to get it back. Bring it to the middle now. It's LeClaire, long shot, but up in the air and harmlessly.
Yeah, that was deflected.
It was deflected. So it'll be the first corner of the match to the Mustangs. They have the only shot on goal. We're into the fifth minute here of the first half. And Stockdale looking to make some changes here. And the substitute coming in will take the corner. And that is number...
This ball should go nowhere but in the middle to LeClaire. She's the tallest person out in the field right now. And they play it short.
They play it short. Ellie Vargas into the middle, loose ball. Stockdale still has it. Try to cross back in the box. And harmlessly bounces over the back line. So a goal kick. Not what you expected off that corner, right, Lance?
No. And I mean, we have the advantage of looking up here at top, but I just look at the size advantage. She's clearly almost a head taller than several of those girls in the back line there. And, I mean, definitely want to give yourself the opportunity if you have an advantage like that.
Here's Medellin in the back three. Claire's got some height, too. Stolen away by Centennial. Trying to work it up the left, and pass goes awry. Throw in Mustangs. Into the 3rd minute. Over the top. It's going to be a foot race for it. And good job by Stockdale. Get back, and the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
Maddie
she read that all
Harris.
the way.
Great instincts just for a freshman, Lance. Middle, here's number 24, Liberty Gonzalez. Loose ball in the middle. Centennial can't get the shot away. Still not out, and that one is kicked out of play. Goal kick, Stockdale. You take a look at the overall goals for and against this year. Stockdale with 42 goals for, 16 against. And in league play, 10 goals for, 7 against.
Yeah, and those, they've had a lot of those goals Stockdale has. So obviously they can score given the opportunity, but during the league, it's, they haven't had as many opportunities.
Centennial play back to Alexander. Sends it up the right. Headed by Stockdale. And kicked out of play. Throw in Hawks. Foul committed by Stockdale. Free kick, Centennial. Kevin, your thoughts so far on this cold night? It seems like it's getting chillier and chillier.
Well, when they started out, it seemed to me like Centennial really just didn't have a feel for what their game was going to be like. And they've slowly kind of gelled and got their feet going. And so we're starting to see more time down here on this other end.
Here's 22, Collins. Gonna get into the box. Good defending there. And it'll be a goal kick.
Collins has got a lot of speed, too.
She does. Yeah. And talking to some of the Liberty players the other night from Tuesday night, they said that 22 Avery Collins is just, she's explosive, lightning quick, always dangerous. She's a threat from anywhere. Comes Stockdale.
Yeah, but I think right now Stockdale's able to contain Collins because she's mostly all alone every time she gets the ball at top. You don't have any Centennial players coming in to check in with her, maybe a give and go, or at least relieve some of that pressure because right now all Stockdale has to do is just solely focus on Collins.
Yeah, and you mentioned that in the formation change. There's a beautiful cross into the box, loose ball. Fighting for it. Stockdale can't get it out, and then sent wide off the right boot. The Centennial player.
Yeah, that was Ramirez back there for Stockdale that cleaned that up. That was a loose ball there, really dangerous, and she stepped in there and cleaned it up quickly.
As we've reached halftime here at Centennial High School, it is Stockdale 0, Centennial 0. We'll be back with Lance's keys to the game and second half action only on the Kern High Network.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM. So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's Pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers game, or you can get it right the first time. Tony's Pizza, 3 locations in Bakersfield and 1 in Shafter.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
I'm a millennial, and for me, it's all about the mobile. And I'm somewhere in between. I still do my banking online and at the ATM. And with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, Kern Schools is always close by.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County. Kern Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
As a millennial, for me it's all about the mobile. And I'm somewhere in between. I still do everything online or through an ATM. So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County.
Take advantage of our low mortgage rates, including 60-day rate lock and no cost to you. Purchase or refinance your home today.
Kern Schools, together we have something special.
It's wicked cool. It's our new aviation class. It gives kids a chance to break into the industry. There's a lot of careers in aviation. This class is a lot more than just flying planes.
We've learned so much already. We've learned how to take off. We've learned instrument flight rules. It's something everyone can do, I think.
Good. And you see, remember that horizon? Try to keep it parallel to your cockpit.
After the 2-year program, they're going to be able to take the knowledge test for their private pilot exam. I am a pilot. I've been in Bakersfield for 10 years. I worked as an instructor for 6 years and then became a corporate pilot. And I'm a teacher here. We have amazing equipment. Even flight schools don't have that much equipment.
You put a class like this somewhere at North High, and it's really preparing kids to succeed because it gives them a whole new set of opportunities they never knew that they had the chance to pursue. I'm proud to say that I'm from North High School and that we have administration that's willing to put the money into offering really, really neat programs like this and preparing kids to succeed.
A lot of more hands-on activities, a lot more about woodworking and what to do, how to make a career for myself.
It's not only for guys. I am actually learning how to make cupboards and put everything together, like doors, cabinets. It's really fun, actually.
Yeah, well, It's really amazing to see their growth over the course of a year and how they can come in with no real skill at all and leave being able to actually produce furniture and cabinetry.
Houses need cabinets, businesses. Having a pool of resources or kids that have some knowledge in the industry would be real good.
Pull down on that. Let's slide these up. Watch fingers.
It's changed a lot. What I'm seeing here is what it's going towards. The CNC equipment, computers. I could actually build cabinets out of this shop. It's state of the art. It really is.
I am constantly looking for students that have been through these programs. It's always nice to have a person that has some experience. It's a lot easier to train. I think we're fortunate in Bakersfield that the Kern High School District has invested in a program like this. I would encourage other businesses to partner up with the Kern High School District like I've done here, because this really shows you what can be done if business comes together with the Kern High School District.
This is where we're going to train the kids to actually get jobs in the industry. We're going to give them the basic tools that they need, also the skills that they need to understand where they fit into the industry.
All the animated things, because we have everything that we need in the scenes.
They are learning the principles of animation, Photoshop. They're learning how to animate in 2D and 3D. And when you swap to that shape, then you're just going to drag these over here.
The storyboard aspect of creating basically the skeleton of the story, and then just sort of directing people in my vision of what I want in the story. And it's also giving me the advantage of Mr. Pollard, since he's worked at so many companies, being able to put it in my resume and be like, this is the art direction I've received.
I was shearing my lamb for fair. I have 2 lambs.
This lamb is stubborn.
Taking care of animals is you.
And welcome back to the Kern High Network's exclusive coverage of high school girls soccer. Rick Hudgens alongside Lance Grimes, and so far a scoreless match. Only 1 shot on goal, a harmless shot off the foot of a Stockdale player, but really, let's talk about the keys here in the second half and what you expect.
Yeah, so starting off here with Stockdale, I think they need to do what they did in the first half, and that's keep on pressing. They were applying a lot of pressure that was really wreaking a lot of havoc on Centennial. They weren't, the first half we played a lot. For the first part of the first half was a lot in Centennial's side of the field. So I think Stockdale just needs to keep doing that. And if I were coaching, I would move Macias out, maybe not start her on the outside, but I would have her start moving down the field with the ball to the outside, and that would allow LeClaire then to work in behind her in the middle. And I think that would give them a little bit more opportunity, because I think right now with Macias and LeClaire both working in the midfield, it makes it a lot easier for Centennial to defend. So for Centennial, they need to anticipate a little bit better, especially in the midfield. They were slower to the ball than Stockdale was. Therefore, they're not able to maintain that pressure and then able to push the ball up. And if Avery Collins is going to be your go-to player, then she's going to need some help. She can't do it all by herself. And so you're going to have the midfield, and if you have overlapping defenders coming in, they're going to need to check in to Avery so that you're going to draw some of those Centennial players, which will allow Avery then to work in space. And that way she'll be freed up a little bit more. But I think, for me, it's obviously it kind of went one way starting the first half with Stockdale, and then Centennial applied pressure. So it's been pretty evenly matched so far.
Yeah, do you feel Centennial's been doing what they want to do defensively, which is to stop any quick 1-2 passes up the middle of the field? Do you think they're forcing Stockdale wide enough to reduce their chances on goal? I mean, obviously there's only 1 shot, but...
No. I think it's working out for Centennial, as you stated. I think Stockdale's making it easy for them.
Okay.
So, yes to your question, but also Stockdale could mix it up.
Okay. All right, we are underway. Second half. Thanks to the keys from Lance Grimes. And Stockdale will be working right to left. Centennial left to right this half. Throw in Stockdale. Just outside the box. And a push. And I'm not sure what the call is.
Yeah, Centennial's very fortunate there to get that just outside the penalty box.
So it'll be a free kick for the Mustangs. In the far left corner. Into the box, low shot, and knocked down by Alexander and quickly corrals it and sends it away, but right to the Stockdale midfield. Here's 11, Lauren Hamilton. Tried a through ball, loose ball, left-footed shot, and goes wide. Appealing for a touch by Centennial, but no dice.
Yeah, Stockdale had some quick chances there right off the bat.
Headed up in the air. Sent away by Centennial. Headed down. And that'll be Stockdale ball. Last touched by the Hawks, number 16. Trying to get to that is Avery Collins, not able to. Now Stockdale. Long shot.
That wasn't a bad idea. The keeper was playing up off the line.
Mm-hmm. It was labeled for the top right corner. Just a little wide, but never know. The midfield headed down by Stockdale. Come away with it. Maddie Harris.
Very composed back there.
Hard to believe she's a freshman. I mean, it's amazing what some of these players do. They move varsity level as freshmen, sophomores, and playing at a highly competitive level.
Yeah, that's what you want to see as a coach when you have a starting freshman as a goalkeeper, to be able to be composed, just play it with her feet, find an open player, just play it out.
Centennial trying to play the ball through the middle up to Collins. But once again, she's all alone, and now Stockdale gets it back. Out to the right. Scramble for the ball. Stockdale the first one to get there. Good hustle. Step through, long shot. No problem for Alexander. But a long shot that time. Taken by Macias.
Yeah, and that was off target too, a little bit to the outside. That was unfortunate right before that.